Thank you, Mr. Jean-Pierre Lacroix, Deputy Secretary General, for the briefing. I would like to welcome you to the meeting of the constituent representative of the Central African Republic. First of all, I would like to express my condolences to the Central African government in connection with the fire in the Bartholomew Baganda Lyceum in Bangui on June 25, which killed at least 29 people. We know that several hundred participants were injured. Some of them are in critical condition. We sympathize with their loved ones and relatives, as well as the Tsar's people. Mr. President, I am pleased to note that the situation in the Tsar's country continues to change for the better. The government controls almost the entire national territory. The combat capability of the national armed forces is growing. The militants are pushed back to the borders with neighboring states. We welcome the efforts of Bangui to further promote the political process. In April this year, the Tsar's government once again confirmed its commitment to the political methods of settlement. We call on the negotiable groups to take advantage of the opportunities available and to constructively approach the dialogue with the authorities. They can replenish the ranks of the thousands of militants who laid down their arms or are undergoing the process of disarmament, demobilization, and reintegration. The only way out of the armed struggle. The alternative is known to him. This is a one-way ticket. Central African governments continue to stabilize the national territory and level the potential of the unreconciled NGOs. Additional measures have been taken to strengthen border control and to combat the movement of illegal armed groups, as well as the smuggling of weapons and natural resources. We note the strengthening of the official interaction between the Tsar and Chad, primarily on border issues. The effective joint efforts of the two countries are of key importance for the successful elimination of transborder challenges and threats. The negative impact of the situation on the Tsar is caused by the military-political crisis in neighboring Sudan. It is in the area of the porous border with this country that the increased activity of the militants of the Rapid Response Forces is observed. The state control of the borders on both sides would be the most reliable way to solve these problems. In addition, the events in Sudan, as you know, also forced tens of thousands of refugees to hide in the territory of the Tsar, which exacerbated the difficult humanitarian situation. It is obvious that the support of the Bangui from the international community should continue to be complex and coordinated, focused on the priorities of the Central Africans themselves. This is especially important in the pre-election period. The successful holding of various levels of elections, including municipal elections for the first time in several decades, will once again demonstrate that the Tsar is returning to a peaceful life. We hope that the UN mission to stabilize the Tsar will make its contribution to the Bangui's assistance in organizing electoral events. We support the work of the mission and its leadership. We thank the servicemen of the countries of the contingent suppliers for their commitment to fulfilling their mandate. We urge the UN SAR to maintain a constructive, respectful dialogue and mutual understanding with the receiving side. We have no doubt that our Central African friends will be able to convert the achievements in the field of security into progress on the track of socio-economic development. The normalization of the position of the Tsar while maintaining external support, including on the UN line and international financial institutions, will have an irreversible nature. At the same time, such support should be based on the principles of non-interference in internal affairs and respect for national sovereignty. There is no place for colonial practices and their modern manifestations here. Russia intends to continue to contribute to ensuring peace and security throughout the Tsar's territory. Our cooperation with the Bangui is mutually respectful and equal and is appreciated by the leadership of our countries. Thank you for your attention.